Hey everyone, it is officially Wicked Weekend. Yes, the movie is out. I'm seeing it tomorrow and I'm so excited. I have had these two boxes sitting around for a while. A couple weeks, I think. I've been waiting for the right time to open them, and I think now is the time. It is time to celebrate and add to my Wicked doll collection. And I also do want to show you, I tried to upgrade my Deluxe Glinda's bubble dress a little bit and fix her hair too. So I will show you what I did and kind of how I tried to do it. So yeah. So I don't know what is in what box. One of them was a Target exclusive, one of them was a Walmart exclusive. So I am remembering now. This Walmart box should be Glinda. Yes, we have our Shiz University Glinda. So then in here should be our Fiyero, who I'm so excited. I did order something else though. There was a little bit of a sale happening with something. So I got this Rainbow High, what is it? Color and Create. Oh, her bangs look a little rough, but I thought she was so cute. I have, well, I love this outfit that she comes with, but I have another outfit that I sort of want to dress her in. So yeah, I wanted to get her. So we'll look at her some other day. But today we are looking at Mr. Fiyero, and he looks great. Amazing. So great. We've got both of these dolls right here. And who should we open first? Maybe Fiyero. We will do, not ladies first. We will do the boy doll first. So let's take a look at him inside his box. So of course we see, you know, same packaging as before. Yeah, like I said, I did order these dolls a couple weeks ago. So they've been sitting around. I got these before they were taken off the shelves. Yeah, so we've got Fiyero. He's got the same, you know, same color scheme, pink and green. We see Wicked at the bottom, and then we see Fiyero. On the back of the box, we see this little info about Fiyero. It says, with a carefree spirit, charismatic Prince Fiyero charms Elphaba, Glinda, and the students of Shiz University. And then this is the bottom of the box. I think everything you can see is safe. So yeah, let's go ahead and let's open him. Wow, so he's really easy to open just from the front. Actually, there's no, you know, little tea ties. So I love that. He has two accessories. So first, he's got this book. It has got some molded details on it, and of course it is blue. And then we've got a nice bag right here. We've got a pretty functional little satchel. It is brown. It's got kind of like a molded leather texture on it. It's got a little buckle here in the front. On the sides there are some nice details. Here's the back. We've got a nice you know, rotatable, movable shoulder strap, and the shoulder strap has some nice molded details on it too. And the bag does open, and then we can see inside of it. It looks like that. And the book can fit right inside, and you can close it like that. So that is a very nice accessory. And then we've got our doll. We have Mr. Fiyero right here. So let's start by taking a look at his face. So we can see he's got some brown, sort of arched eyebrows. He has blue eyes. He's got a closed mouth, pretty, you know, neutral look. He does have some painted stubble, some facial hair. He's got some light brown highlights in the front. His hair is combed sort of up and back, a little coif happening, and the back just looks like that. Obviously it is sculpted hair and it is dark brown for the most part. And then he's got this top right here, and this has a nice collar on it, and it also has this cute little moment right here. It is dark blue, of course, and it's got some nice like gold details on it as well. And this looks like it can, yeah, open from the front. And this outfit is like, you know, hemmed and finished everywhere, it looks like. So the construction is really nice on this. And then we have pants. We have real pants. I'm so happy that he did not get molded pants like, for example, Prince Eric did in the live action Ariel. But anyways, yeah, so we do have real fabric pants, and these also have that same sort of metallic, shiny gold gold detail happening all along it, and then these are just like a lighter blue than the, what's it called, than the top. And these pants do open with a Velcro in the back, and they are also finished and hemmed up there at the top. Down here at the bottom, they also appear to be finished. So that is great. And then obviously you can see we've got these boots right here. So these are blue. They have some molded, sculpted, like shoelace details. And they've got some more details on the bottom, sort of right here. There's some like buckle details. And then at the front of the foot, it is got some brown paint. And there's just a slight little, you know, heel to it. And then his body, he does have the, I guess, Wicked doll signature gripper hand, and then a normal hand. And then for articulation, he can nod, he can turn the head, he has shoulder, he has elbow articulation, he has wrist, and he can sit, and he can bend at the knee, and there is some knee rotation too. Now, one thing about his articulation though is at the hip, he doesn't have any hip like rotation. Like he can't, you know, like if I wanted him to have a wider stance, he kind of can't. Like he's just very stuck with this very straight leg kind of look, which I just feel like I want him to kind of have a slightly wider, more action looking stance, but he's kind of stuck in, you know, like this is the most I can get him to do. Like, yeah, so essentially he doesn't have that hip rotation that most bodies have, regardless, male, you know, girl bodies, whatever, that most Mattel bodies have, regardless of who the character is. Yeah, so that's strange. And I'm pretty sure I heard someone say that this is like a new body. So let me just see if there's any marking on the back. So back here, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but it does say 2024 Mattel. So yeah, I guess this is an original body mold for our Wicked male doll. And I wonder if we ever get a wizard doll, if he would also use this body. And I wonder too if we would ever get a Bach doll, but if we do, I feel like they'd have to put him on a more petite, shorter body, because that's kind of like a big plot point, is that like Fiyero's the tall, hunky character, and then Bach is like the shorter, less hunky character. So yeah, I'm curious if we do get other male dolls from Wicked. So yeah, we shall see. But for now, this is who we've got, and he's very handsome. I think he's a really nice male doll. We, you know, sometimes don't get the best quality or detail put into the boy dolls, but I think this one definitely got some deserved attention. So, and of course he can hold his satchel, so very cute. Let's see, he can stand on his own, and I feel like so far a lot of these Wicked dolls I've been able to get them to like stand and pose on their own. Elphaba not so much. Surprisingly, Glinda in like her heels, I've been able to get her to stand, like, by herself. So, very weird. Okay, so Glinda, same exact thing as Fiyero. Same exact box. We've just got a slightly different background, I guess. It looks like she's, like, in front of Oz, maybe? Or maybe it's Shiz. Maybe it's Shiz. This is definitely Oz. So maybe this is Shiz University that she's in front of. And then, yeah, the box says Glinda at Shiz University. And here is the back of the box. And here it just says Glinda at Shiz University, and then it says the little story about Madame Morrible. It talks about Dean, Dean of Sorcery Studies, Madame Morrible. So, interesting, but, you know, whatever. Okay, so that is the box. Let's go ahead and take her out. Okay, so she does have some tea ties back here that we need to get rid of. Okay, great. So she's out of the box, and she does have a little bit of box hair happening, so we might... yeah, we will probably clean this up. This is pretty rough. So anyways, let's take a look at her face. Now, her screening looks the same as like the other girls, but her eye makeup seems to be a lot more like saturated and opaque than hers. Hers looks a little bit lighter. Hers is like very, very prominent, very saturated. That pink is like very much there. So yeah. Otherwise, she looks the exact same. She's got the pink eyeshadow, the smile, the blush, and whatnot. And then, yeah, she's got the same hair color. It is styled with this section pulled back, and then it is supposed to be curly. But yeah, it is very messy. There is no gel in it, so that is nice. And then her outfit is really interesting. So it is... Unfortunately, it is all one piece. Would have been cool if it was like 2 separate pieces, like how our Shiz University Elphaba, hers was a top and a skirt, but it's okay. There's still some nice details. So we've got these like fabric butterflies up here. I'm glad that these are actually there and not just printed on. These are like real fabric butterflies. She's got a little sort of lacy collar happening, or mesh, and that also continues at the cuff of the sleeve. We've got that same kind of like mesh material at the collar. On the back of the dress, there are still some butterflies, but they are printed here, and there are some printed on the front. And then this feels like a also kind of like a mesh netted type of fabric, but less see-through like this, I guess. So yeah. And then the dress portion is this interesting kind of asymmetrical triangular moment happening up here at the top, and then we've just got these like silver lines happening all around. They're actually not silver, they're like a rose gold. Sorry, yeah, they are like a rose gold, and the dress is this nice like sky blue. And yeah, that detail does continue on into the back. You can see it velcros in the back, and the construction is nice too. Like all of the like everything is finished and hemmed and looks really neat. And then we've got some new shoes. So like so far almost all of the Elphabas have had the same shoe, except I think the deluxe one had slightly different shoes, maybe, I think. But Glinda so far is having a new pair of shoes with almost every doll. I don't have the singing doll, so I don't know about the singing one. But this one, we've got these blue shoes. They've got some molded details on them. There's a little strap detail in the front. And then we can see that the heel is sort of squared down like at the bottom. So that is our Glinda. Now she does come with some accessories that I should have shown you first. So she comes with this very interesting whimsical sort of bow, where this one right here is like really big and then the rest is kind of normal. It looks like a bunny ear almost, just like a little headband that she can wear. And then she also comes with a really nice bag. We've got this pink purse, and this also has like a, you know, movable little shoulder strap. The shoulder strap has some nice molded details on it. And this little gold detail on the front does have a G for Glinda. We can see that it opens. Now the books, I don't know if the books will fit in this. She comes with books. I didn't show you the books yet. Yeah, the books you can't really put in here, but it's okay. So yeah, that is the purse. Here's the bottom of the purse. And then we've got the books. So I'm pretty sure this book mold is like the same as the one that came with Elphaba and the like deluxe Elphaba from Mattel Creations. But of course they are different colors. So we've got like sort of the teal one and then the purple one. And then we've got this like brown little thing holding them together, but they are just one piece. So these books don't, you know, separate or detach. They are just one piece. So that is that. So let's try to fix up her hair, and we will also try to slightly attempt to upgrade Glinda's bubble dress and try to fix up her hair as well. So yeah, I'm gonna get behind the camera, I will zoom you in, and yeah, let's do this. Okay, so starting with Glinda's dress, I bought this organza off of Amazon, and right now I'm just going ahead and I am ironing it to get it nice and smooth. And then I'm going to take something round to make these big circles out of the organza, and I'm using this rotary cutter to cut the circles because I found that trying to trace a circle and then cut it out with normal scissors was like really tough and messy, so I just found that this rotary cutter made it easier to cut this fabric in the shape that I wanted it cut. So yeah, and so I'm gonna cut out at least 10 of these little organza circles. And then the next thing that I'm doing, I'm worried that the organza is going to like fray on the edges, and so I'm taking a mixture of glitter and Mod Podge, and I am just coating the edges. I'm lining the edges, and I did overdo this. I overdid it. I wish that I had made these lines a little bit thinner, because in the end, I did not love how thick and just how glittery they were. It was a little too glittery, so yeah, but this whole thing was a learning experience for me. It was an experiment. So once this dries, I'm gonna peel it off, flip it over, and then line the back side the exact same way. So now, while this is still like glued down onto, I'm using parchment paper if you didn't notice, while it is still glued down to the parchment paper from that Mod Podge mixture, I'm drawing like a big swirly on all of the little sheets of organza. And I'm using an acrylic paint marker to draw these. I don't know why. Out of all of my little tools, this was like the easiest tool to use to kind of get as neat as possible this little, you know, squiggly thingy. So I'm just doing that on all of them. And then I'm also going to just trace these circles with that little glitter Mod Podge mixture just to, you know, make it a little more sparkly and whatnot. So now that everything is dry, I'm just going to peel all of these sheets off. And then I'm just going to trim any like, you know, excess kind of messy glue from the edges and try to get those to look as neat as possible. And then this is the shape that I'm creating. So I'm taking two sheets and I'm folding them like this. So I'm folding them in half and then just kind of crisscrossing them until I get something that looks like a slice of deli meat folded up. It reminds me of like ham or prosciutto or something, but yeah, that's what we want. So I'm kind of just like pinning these to sort of hold those shapes. And then we're going to take it to the dress. And what I did is I just kind of placed them, you know, I lined the that first layer of fabric of her dress with that, with some of those organza circles. And then I put those little folds underneath above that bottom layer, if that makes any sense. But yeah, what I'm doing right here is sort of what, you know, I did. And then I just kind of placed it where I thought it needed to be. And then I just sewed them into the dress. And yeah. And then I'm also sewing some of the like folds together just to keep them, you know, placed how I want them, essentially. So yeah. So yeah, I just kept, you know, sewing little parts together here and there until I was happy with it. And then what I did was this. I took a mixture of Pearl-Ex powder and Mod Podge, and I tried to create these little bubble effects on the, on the organza. And this turned out a lot messier than I'd hoped, but it's okay. It's okay. Again, like I said, this is just an experiment. So yeah, but anyways, I'm fine with the dress for now. So we're going to take it off and we're going to work on her hair now. So I'm putting her on my little desk clamp because I find it so handy. I'll put the link. Everyone always asks, what is this? Where did you get it? So I'll put the link in the description if you want to buy, you know, anything that I'm using in this video. Anyways, so yeah, first we need to take off her crown. It's attached with these T-ties, so I'm clipping that off. And then I'm wanting to try and just sort of redefine her hairstyle. Essentially, I'm keeping the overall style, but I want it to look a little bit more the way that it looks in the movie. It's like her hair is pulled back, but it looks like it's sectioned. Like when I was looking at photos of her hair, it had this extraness to it, so I want to try to achieve that. But first, I'm just going to rinse her hair with some water and conditioner, and then comb it out. And then I'm just going to take some boiling water and pour it over her head. I'm just going to do this off camera, but yeah, this is just to help smooth out the hair before I start working on it. And now I'm trying to create these sections. So I'm taking a couple sections of hair from the front, and I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this. It just like, looking at these photos, it looks like there's like swirled or like layered or something. And I was also looking at some pictures of like the, original Broadway hairstyle too, because I do love the way that hairstyle is. And so I kind of wanted to combine both of those. So yeah, so I've got these sections of hair, and then my friend George recommended me to use straws so that way I can actually create a little bit of a curl at the root, which again is really how it looks on Broadway, and I love that. But I feel like they also kind of used that as an inspiration for her hair in the movie. So yeah, I'm doing this. I'm just kind of creating a curl at the root using these little sections that I created. So I'm going to do that on both sides. And then I'm not gonna like boil it or anything. I'm just gonna spray it with some hairspray, blow dry it with my blow dryer on some low heat, and I'm gonna set her aside to dry. Now I want to work on the Shiz University Glinda. So her hair is a complete mess out of the box, so I'm going to do something similar. I'm just gonna, rinse her hair under some hot water, put some conditioner in it, and then try to comb it out and brush it out. And I'm noticing her haircut is so weird. It's like longer on the sides and then shorter in the middle and at the bottom. It's very, very bizarre. And then once it is combed out, I'm gonna go ahead and just give it a little bit of a boil wash just to really smooth it out. And then we're just gonna go, and I want to try to clean up that little ponytail thing that she has, just because it was also just a little messy. There was some stray hairs, so I just wanted to redo it and clean it up. And then I'm just gonna try to, add back a little body and volume to her hair. So I'm just using my curling iron to just give her some big curly waves, sort of. And then I'm just gonna put some curl mousse in her hair. And then sit her down like this with her hair kind of scrunched up to let her dry overnight. And then it is now the next day. Once her hair is dry, I'm just going to try to separate some of the, crunchiness from the curl mousse. And then, yeah, I'm happy with her. So we will set her aside. Let's go back to our Deluxe Glinda and take down these little straws. And now I'm just going to try to clean these up and then place them how I want them. And then I just went ahead and I twisted two sections from each side, the two like bottom sections, and then I pulled them back and secured them with a ponytail like that. And yeah, so I think her hair, the top is looking good. So now I do want to curl the bottom, and I do want these curls to be a little more defined. So I am using some straws to curl them. And I do not have much practice with curling with straws, so this was a little challenging for me. But yeah, we're going to, put them in the curlers and then dip it in boiling hot water, and then I'm just going to leave her overnight to dry. So it is finally the next morning, so let's take these out, and yeah, I'm just gonna try to shape these, separate them a little bit, and get them the way I want them to look. And yeah, so that is her hair. Now we need to secure her crown again. So to secure the crown, I am just using a clear, like fishing wire, I guess is what this is called, is clear thread. And I'm just sewing it, to tiny little sections of her hair, so that way it can, hopefully discreetly be secured. So yeah. And then I'm realizing that I need to finish on her dress. I tried putting these little, you know, fake rhinestones, and I actually don't love the way this looks, but I started it, so I was like, okay, I just need to finish it, and, you know, we'll deal with it. And then I actually am going to put a little more down onto, like, the bottom of the bodice, or, like, the very top part of the skirt, if you know what I mean. So, yeah. Okay, so we are finally back. First, I obviously, as you can see right here, my Ozdust bowl, Glinda, her hair was also really, really messy out of the box. So I did dip her hair in some of that boiling water that I had left over. And I just combed it out, and then I put some of my little curl mousse in it, and then just tried to, like, you know, redo the curls just by hand, and then keeping it in this little hairnet overnight so that way it would sort of dry a little more tightly. So let's take this out and let's just see how it is looking. Yeah, her hair was really, really rough out of the box too. So great. Okay, perfect. I'm just gonna leave it like this. Oops. You know, might just kind of zhuzh it up a little bit. You know, that mousse that I use really leaves the hair looking very, very shiny, and sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. So yeah, in this case you can see it is very, very shiny, but it's okay. Sometimes it's running your fingers through it does help to just kind of, you know, loosen it up a little bit. But great. Okay, so I'm happy with that. I think it looks much better than it did. Great. And then, yeah, I'm using the Deluxe Glinda stand for this girl because the Deluxe Glinda, she needs like a Kaiser stand or a saddle stand, something that goes easily underneath her dress, because obviously I don't want this big thing, you know, this stem in, you know, behind her dress. So yeah. And then here is our Shiz University Glinda. Again, her hair is still just crazy. The haircut that she had fresh out of the box made no sense. It's like very short underneath, and then in the middle, and then at the, you know, the sides, it gets much longer, but I don't feel like dealing with a haircut. But yeah, so here she is. She's done, and I think she's very cute. I'm very happy to have her. So now, our Deluxe Glinda, here she is. You know, I will say this was a learning experience for me. I would love to do it all over again. I would love to make it neater. Like, I went and tried to add little bubbles on the dress, you know, on the material that I added. That came out really messy. The glitter, you know, on the ends and the edges, I think I overdid it. But again, this was just an experiment, a learning experience for me. I'm still, you know, trying to figure out how to do, like, clothing customizations. And then with the hair, her hair is still, oops, let me get rid of this one. Her hair is still pretty wet, and it's definitely, you know, when we're looking at the movie, her hair seems a little more relaxed in this particular scene where she's wearing this dress. So these curls are pretty tight, but I don't mind it. I think on a doll, it's, you know, it's cute when the hair is a little more exaggerated. In the front, yeah, I just really wanted to try and replicate that weird little, like, sectioning that she had, and that was tricky, but you know, I'm happy with it overall. It's very shiny looking. Again, it is still wet back here, but in the front where I used that hairspray, it's very shiny looking. And, you know, I would have loved if I could have had it less shiny, but it's okay. You know what? I think it's going to hold its shape and whatnot. And yeah, and I do like the little twists that I did in the back that no one is going to see. But yeah, so anyways, that is it. That is it. I will post pictures, hopefully once her hair is a little more dry, to my Instagram. But, you know, overall, she's very cute. I'm very happy with her. I'm happy with all of them. And I'm seeing the movie in an hour. Literally, I'm seeing it tonight. And then, yeah, unfortunately, I won't be able to share my thoughts about the movie in this video. But maybe in the next video, we will see. So, anyways, thank you all for sticking around and watching till the end. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you have these dolls. Let me know if you're seeing the movie. And I will see you all next time. Bye.